Good evening, guys and girls. This is your voice of choice, DrMarxout, bringing you our next supercard. We are kicking things off tonight in Real Horrorshow with our Blitz Division title Battle Royal. We couldn't get enough of the guys to come up from Supernova and High Class after their supercard today, so we're only doing this one 20-man style. Right now we got Naga and Jody Tyler kicking things off. We haven't seen Naga in singles action much lately. It's good to see him back in. Up and over, and we got Mighty, who has to be a favorite here, making his return to the Blitz Division. Turns his attention right to Naga, up and over with the Tilt-A-Whirl Tornado DDT, shades of his mentor, and then right to Tyler, dropping them on that top turnbuckle. European uppercut, and out goes Tyler. No, holds on. Quick snap suplex by Naga. Jumping soul kick. We got Chip Stackworth in the crowd. And Andres Calderon, former member of Killer X. I think they're all former members at this point. Unless it's just TZ Valentine that's gone. I'm not 100% certain. I still haven't gotten the full story, but Calderon out here trying to make his name felt in the Blitz Division. Former contender for the old Supernova Cruiserweight title, back when he was still Paradox. Gets dropped to the Brainbuster by Tyler. Naga gets Mighty dropped with the Gutbuster. Basement dropkick to the knees of Mighty. We got Jacob Oxley making his way down. Calderon stops one super kick, catches another one. There you go. Story on Killer X is there isn't a Killer X. Naga kicking anything that moves right now. Ducks underneath the clothesline from Oxley and drops him with the DDT. Tyler driven hard into that turnbuckle. Tyler's out. Mighty with one elimination already. We get set for the man who made it to the finals of the Super Junior World Cup. Our sole representative making that far. We have Nightmare in. Mighty getting the hooves from Calderon, changes his attention down to Jacob Oxley. Nightmare and Naga's stablemates in the Spice Rack have that long history over the tag team titles. We'll see if that carries over here. Oxley and Mighty go back. One has to believe that Oxley's poor attempts in defeating Mighty are what led to his exhalation of Project Mayhem. As we are now entering our third of the way through the field, we have Space Homie, the man from Mars, Toronto, Canada. Mighty trying to look the dump call around. Big overhead belly to belly from Space Homie to Nightmare. Super fast. Snapdragon by Calderon with dump Mighty's head on those turnbuckle posts. We get set for our next competitor in this battle royal. We get Sinotero as Mighty gets dumped from Poison Rana. Sinotero is also a favorite to win this. Tero looking to dump Calderon out. Mighty looking to become the first two-time Blitz Division champion here. Tero gets dumped early by Calderon. Big super kick. And then Calderon skins the cat and holds on after that lariat from Space Homie. Nightmare and danger from Oxley. Mighty has Naga up and over almost. The dumped onto the apron. Mighty's going to look to put the boots to him. And Naga's been eliminated. 2 minutes started this, so now both gone. Mighty's got his sights on Calderon. Mighty with 2 eliminations here. Calderon with 1 at this point. the Blitz division. Changed right now with Space Heavy putting all sorts of hooves on the Celtic Dragon. Not exactly sure what the Celtic Dragon's looking for. He's trying to springboard back with the kick. Ended up missing. And Mighty's throwing 3 Rivers out on Space Homie. Set for the entrance of our number 10, our halfway point. The man who is still the number 1 contender gets the next one-on-one shot as Mighty drops that Fat Boy combo on Nightmare. But Jay Hellion does not win this. He gets the next shot. Drops Dragon with the lower. Space Homie fights out of suplex with the top of the box. Schoolboy roll-up with that round kick. Dragon. Chippy Stackworth putting his money on Jay Hellion. This is the second battle royal for the day. Those either guys in the BWO's battle royal in high class. Go check them out after our show tonight. After you go to the Barely Alive Productions trailer for the that show. And Oxley dunked. Space Home with the elimination. He gets up the entrance of half of those guys. Paul Smackage in the house. Flip Sunset actually gave his spot up to Smackage. Saying he feels like he hasn't quite earned that spot yet, but if Smackage wins, he definitely wants third favor returned. Smackage with that short vertical. Holding on. Delivers another one, and Jay Hellion in danger of elimination by Nightmare. Fights his way out from the corner. And that perfect flex by Smackage drops the former longest reigning champion of the Blitz division. Tomorrow on our Facebook page, we will post the order of entrance. Is Hellion dumped by Smackage? But we will list the order of entrance, their elimination, and how many tosses out everyone has. Short arm lariat drops Paul Smackage. Calderon sent into the corner by Nightmare. Dropkick stuff from Dragon onto Space Homie. And a bait crusher drops the Dragon. That Gourd Buster drops the Dragon. Hey, my money was on Dave. He got dumped faster than your guy did, so. Crucifix Driver playing Space Homie. Dragon dumped up and over by Calderon. Calderon with 2. Mighty looking for that flipping DDT onto Nightmare. Calderon said, nope, have a Pele kick for your troubles. Standing in Seguri drops Mighty. Space Homie up and out by Smackage. Smackage, Calderon, and Mighty all with 2 eliminations apiece. Calderon looking to make it 3. Nightmare looking to get one. Is Raid and Dragon, 1/2 of Supernova Pro's Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions. And Mighty is out. We will not have a repeat champion out of Mighty. Honolulu Hitman dropped that backslide driver by Paul Smackage. Calderon leading the field with 3 eliminations. Standing in Seguri on Nightmare, misses. Round kick drops him. Namesake driver on the Honolulu Hitman. As our reigning and defending Blitz Division champion making his way down. At an unlucky 13 with that Macho Man needed Nightmare. Chip Stackworth's favorite member of the Blitz Division. European uppercut from Calderon. Northern Lights, no need for a bridge. No pinfalls or submissions in this match. Smackage throwing suplexes out to anyone that'll take them, which looks like everyone in his mind. Putting the paws all over the much taller Nightmare. Nightmare says, get that shit out of here. And Power Cat is out. We will have a new champion. Calderon now with 4 eliminations. televised record for eliminations in a Rumble was Bake with 7. And the formerly undefeated Skeevy Ray Vaughn looking to make history. Frost looking to hit that standing quebrada on Calderon, misses but lands on his feet. Now tied up by Smackage. Skeevy Ray goes right after Nightmare. Falling neck breaker out of the corner. Calderon still tied up. Frost trying to hold on for dear life on the apron. He's sort of wearing sleeves right now. Calderon maintains his balance, stays in this, goes after Frost. As our inaugural Blitz Division champion, Dougal Devlin, trying to reclaim that belt. Mighty with the demon, I'm sorry, that's not Mighty. Nightmare with the demon kick. Stunned Skeevy Ray. Drops Nightmare with the trio of backbreakers. He only hits 2 of them so far, but I'm pretty sure the third one's coming. Michinoku driving from Calderon on to Skeevy. Frost on the outside, did not look like he went up and over. Smackage taking a break in the corner, gets the boots from Mighty. Calderon planting on that top turnbuckle, trying to hold on from the assault from Devlin. Frost in danger from Smackage, and eliminated. Calderon hasn't even been this good for us. As Akira makes his, Akira making his way down. Calderon with that Kantaro Bulldog. Had to jump out 20 feet in the air to drop Nightmare, and then does it again with that standing Enziguri. Standing snap, half and half suplex. And Devlin dropped with the lariat. It's Cade making his way down, trying to become a repeat champion. Cade looked good in the Beating the Odds Battle Royal, actually dumped out Trustin Banks. I think he got maybe 1 or 2 other eliminations. I'm not sure. Goes right after Calderon, gets dumped with the jawbreaker. Snap suplex on Calderon, the man with the most eliminations here. Nightmare putting the pause on Smackage. Cade drops the knee to the back of Calderon's dome. Devlin tied up by Akira, fights his way off, gets caught by, attacked by Skeevy Ray. Sorry, the action's way quicker right now. Smackage flips out of the Samoan driver from Nightmare. Goes up and over. Calderon ties Cade up on the ropes. And then lariats Cade out. Cade skims the cat and holds on. Gets caught that Rana driver from Calderon. Smackage dumped the belly-to-belly suplex. Belly-to-back suplex. And my body parts. Nightmare holding on the outside. Cade trying to maintain control, stay in this thing. Skeevy Ray with a big belly-to-belly to Dougal Devlin. Cade holds on the outside. Fights his way back in. Nightmare drops that hip toss. Snap DDT to Paul Smackage. Amateur takedown to Calderon. Skeevy held up by Nightmare. Nightmare looking to get, I think, his second elimination. Skeevy holds on. Cade dropped that sick lariat out of the corner. Big knee breaker. Usually would set up one of those many leg locks from Devlin. Does not matter here as the former Supernova Pro Cruiserweight champion, Eito Kajiwara. Looking to last longer than most of his other members of that class. Trying to regain gold. Poison mist to Cade. From Devlin. Irish mist, I guess. Akira holds on. Skeevy giving chase. Akira manages to get his way back in. Devlin trying to eliminate Cade. Cade snaps those ankles, fights his way back in. Kajiwara held up. Kajiwara is the man that ended Skeevy Ray's undefeated streak. Skeevy looks like he does not forgive or forget. The Smackage dumped out by Nightmare. Big double underhook capture suplex from Devlin. Tosses Cade into the corner. Nightmare rolls up Calderon out of the corner. Drops him with that butterfly suplex. Reverse DDT neckbreaker to Cade. Akira standing around looking for something to kick. Calderon tossed up and over by Nightmare, who gets caught with that popping Meteora. Devlin with that walkout backbreaker to Cade. Runs him a back elbow from Devlin. And then Irish missed for your trouble, sir. Standing Kawada kicks. A little extra stank on that third one. Calderon fights back with the rising knee. Looks for the roaring elbow. Devlin says nope. Then basement dropkick to the inside of the knee. Calderon caught that belly-to-belly suplex from Skeevy Ray. Kajiwara holds on. Looked like Nightmare was trying to get that former champion out. Backbreaker from Cade to Akira. Calderon's sent up and over quick by Skeevy Ray, trying to hold on to that top rope and dumped by Skeevy. And Akira dumped out quick by Cade shortly after. Skeevy throwing all the paws right now. Has his attention set on Kajiwara. Fights his way back in. Second rope senton to Dougal Devlin from Nightmare's TKO, making his way down. He is the last of the former Hajime Puro Cruiserweight champions in this Battle Royal. Goes after Cade, gets caught with that arm drag. Tied up quick on the top rope, could be out in and out real quick here. Kajiwara up and down onto that gutbuster from Cade, who drops TKO with the neckbreaker shortly after. Skeevy Ray has Nightmare tied up, looking for another elimination here. Nightmare with that standing back elbow. Tied back up by Skeevy. TKO dumped out very quickly by Cade. Cade looking to make a statement here. Northern Lights from Skeevy Ray to Nightmare. Cade up and down by Eito Kajiwara. We are down to 4. I believe we have one more entrant here. And there's that big Skeevy T. Drops Nightmare. Both men down. Skeevy to his feet first. Devlin trying to eliminate Kajiwara. Kajiwara fights his way back in with the ankle pick. Skeevy's attention back to the man that ended his undefeated streak. His long legs Nightmare caught, dropped with that knee buster. And former one half of the crew of our tag team champions, Phobos, is our last entrant here. Chip Stackworth's Fever Dream. And that almost looked like a namesake driver from Devlin and Nightmare. Phobos ducks the lariat and throws a set of kicks to the inside calves of Kajiwara. Last man standing in this Battle Royal will be our new Blitz Division champion. Skeevy caught the big arcing shot from Devlin. Devlin gets kicked immediately right after by Phobos. Devlin catching all the paws right now. Ducks the layer from Phobos, catches one on the way back in, and then a chop block to the inside of the knee. We'll have to see how things goes. That could actually be a damn good match. Phobos stuffs the belly-to-belly takedown with the back wheel trip on Skeevy Ray. Crucifix driver. We have two men that have not been champions here in Blitz, and Eito Kajiwara and Skeevy Ray. We have former tag team champions as partners with Nightmare and Phobos, and then the inaugural Blitz Division champion, Dougal Devlin, still in this. Ties up the legs of Phobos with that step over toe hold. And Skeevy redeems himself with the lariat to Kajiwara, eliminating him. Devlin turns attention to Skeevy, slips out the back door with that reverse DDT. Runs into the jawbreaker from Devlin. Onto that sick vertical suplex flip out backbreaker. Devlin has Skeevy up on the shoulders. As the members of Cerro Miedo go into town, sunset bomb. And Skeevy Ray thrown out. We will have a second-time champion here. As Phobos has the back of the head of Devlin. Looking for the quick elimination on Devlin. Does not want him to be a repeat champion in this division. Nightmare looking to help his tag team partner here eliminate Dougal Devlin. Too much gas left in the tank for the Irishman. Fights his way back in. Flip out sunset bomb. That wasn't a sunset bomb. That was an Irish Thunder bomb. My mistake. As Phobos up in the vertical. Phobos up and over. Slips out the back. High angle belly to back suplex. Off the ropes. Shining Apprentice. Or if that might have been the Lizard. I always mix up which one's which. Shining kick to the back of the head. We'll go with that. Phobos violating Wizard rule. Putting the boots to the lower back of Dougal Devlin. Heads up top. Looks for the Phoenix Splash. Gets nothing but mat. Not sure this is the sort of match you want to fly around in. Devlin has his attention set. Does not see Nightmare get up. Dropped into that face buster from the belly to back suplex position. And then Phobos drops his partner with that high Meteora. Runs into the Fireman's Carry takedown. Rising knee sends Phobos into the corner. Gets shot with those arcing shots from his tag team partner. And the shaking stomps to the sternum. Nightmare, the last man standing right now. Nightmare and Devlin with a final two on night 3 of that not Supernova. Sorry, I'm mixing everything up right now. High class Wrestling's Super Junior World Cup night 3. Phobos slips out the back door. Has Devlin up in the fireman's position. Into that running DVD. Death Valley Driver for those who do not know the abbreviations. I'm mixing everything up right now. Nightmare fights off Phobos with a back elbow. Looks like he was looking for that quick lariat elimination onto Devlin. Phobos with that soccer-style kick across the back of Nightmare. Introduces Nightmare face first into that turnbuckle. Trying to look for the quick elimination. Nightmare trying to maintain control on that top turnbuckle. Does not want to get flipped over. Big right hand fights his way back in. Devlin now grabs a hold of Nightmare, wanting to redeem that loss. Lariat's Nightmare out. We are down to 2. Devlin with that big double underhook capture suplex. Gets caught with that jawbreaker on that overly spiked mohawk. Phobos with a low kick. Into the basement drop kick. I guess that was like a foyer drop kick or used bent over. Wasn't quite all the way down. Trying to pop that elbow joint. Ducks lariat with the snapdragon. Standing shooting star headbutt. Phobos runs in, gets stopped with a shot to the sternum. Snapmare by Devlin. And then rake to the eyes from the boots. Has a hold of Phobos. Ties him up in the corner. Almost the corner. Devlin trying to look to become a two-time Blitz Division champion. Phobos holds on under the ropes. Only has one arm. And Dougal Devlin is your new Blitz Division champion. Yeah, that was the namesake driver. Phobos would get hit with that cross-legged buster from his partner Nightmare, would hit that shooting star headbutt, but ultimately would fall victim to Dougal Devlin. I still might have to try to talk to our booking agents and get Phobos and Kajiwara. I still want to see that match. But Dougal Devlin is your new Blitz Division champion, but has Paul Smackage on our next episode. Why do I say Paul Smackage? It's Jay Hellion. My apologies. I'm mixing up everything. It's been a long day for us already. Congratulations to our two-time Blitz Division champion. As we stay title bound, as we get set for tag team championship action, is Project Mayhem being represented by the Hosses, Amadeus Keith and Phoenix Vega, who look like the boss. Dante Ripley, who looked very impressive in the high class beating the Odds Battle Royal, making his way down to be in their corners. They take on the Risen, surprise underdogs of this season, who've just come out of nowhere, taking on all of the bigger men. This could be terrible, but honestly, they survived the agents. They've already got one victory on the Hosses, so the history-making Risen looking to keep their streak going. The first simultaneous champions in the Triad. Had the most interesting week 2 weekends ago, dropping those Cruiserweight Tag Team titles to Raiden Frost and Simon Terro on Friday, beating the Hollywood Heroes, arguably the greatest tag team in the history of the Triad, on Saturday, and then beating the Kangs of the North Sunday, winning those Supernova Pro Tag Team titles. So, dem Kangs no more. This is the first pay-per-view for the Risen for us down here in Blitz. Keith and Vega, this is their first pay-per-view as a team. With a boss in their corner, will Project Mayhem add one more belt, or will the Risen find a way to escape and maintain those titles? We find out now. We await the entrance of the challengers. You have to believe with Dante Ripley in their corner, they will put that much more pain on their challenge, on their competition rather. Ripley does not like failure. That's what brought Amadeus Keith into the fold originally to begin with, when he sent him after Jacob Oxley. Keith leads the charge. Phoenix Vega flanking the Minister of Mayhem. Looking to show that the women of Mayhem are not the only ones that know how to win. I think the Risen actually tried to contact Jin's next of kin, and that was entirely too many in-sounding noises. To see if they could at least bring his fallen body out so they have someone in their corner. They put out a call to Alex Sever's mentor, Victor Black, who just didn't return it. Victor Black's been missing in action for some time now. No one wants to be near Mayhem right now. The combined weight of a bunch. Especially with their leader, the man who put the Insane together, in their corner. Yeah, we haven't seen Vic in a while. And yeah, EVH is, well, he's suspended for Supernova. He hasn't made his way down to Blitz yet, so he's not quite suspended here, but I think he also wants to not be anywhere near Mayhem because he'll die faster and worse than Jin did. They do not forgive, they do not forget. As Alex Sever in the white, Akaoni in the red, they are our reigning and defending tag team champions, and they are the Risen. Combined weight of 405. They're about another person and a half shy of the weight they're facing in the Hosses of Mayhem tonight. But again, they've already got one victory over their opponents tonight, and they have a win set over the Agents of Chaos, who are still probably the most destructive tag team. That's where we're going with the tutorial boss, the mini boss. Does have the Dragon Sleeper endorsement of Hugo Lazarus. Surprised they didn't try to get him out here. Lazarus will be in our Battle Royal tonight to declare the #1 contender for our biggest pay-per-view of the year. Name's still in the works. We don't have it figured out yet. I can't tell you our next super card after tonight will be Dilly Dilly. So we get set for tag team title action at a combined weight of, I want to say they're well over 700 pounds. They're probably like 730 or so. Phoenix Vega in the paint. Amadeus Keith without. They are Project Mayhem. And the champions at a combined weight of 405 pounds. Alex Sever and Akaoni. 726, that sounds about right. I'll have to get their exact weights. I wasn't at the weigh-in because they scare me. Yeah, Sever has beefed up a little bit. 408 sounds about right. Sever's beefed up after having to take on Hosses after Hosses. If you can believe it, Sever is the muscle of the Risen. They will have to use every bit of their speed advantage and their championship advantage. Title action is a go. Akaoni starting things off with Amadeus Keith. Oni putting the paws out early with his back fist. Anyone else he hits with those, that's like a shoulder strike. Amadeus Keith, they're like kidneys. And Keith, that snapmare into that big back chop, follows it with a round kick to the chest. Spinning discus lariat absolutely decapitates Akaoni. If you go to get tacos, you might miss the thing, depending on how things go right now. Oni with the eat defeat to Amadeus Keith. Had to fall about 12 extra feet. And Ripley getting in the ear of Akaoni. Flips out the back door. Seeing it coming. Rana driver to Amadeus Keith. All that hip ability. Demon combo. Putting the paws on Keith. Oni looking to fly second rope. Waits for Keith to get back to that standing base. I don't know what he was going for there, but Keith absolutely unfazed. And Ripley slides a chair in as the Risen make a quick tag team move. Oni with the slingshot into the forearm. Keith onto the back, belly to belly, crossbody rather, from Sever. Working on the arm now of Keith, trying to take some of the power game away. Going for that big shot. Keith says, nope, forearm. Military press, drops into the gutbuster. Sever's about 8 feet in the air. Ripley distracts the ref. Keith with the chair shot. And we have minute rights, but not what we were expecting. Are we going to let that go? Yeah, ref, seeing it, ref called it. Ref's decision is final. And the Risen escape with their titles after a chair shot. Have a hunch that won't be the last match we have from them two. So we keep going with Headhunter title action. Chair shots will be legal here. As the Grim Reaper finally getting his hands on Megaran. These two have been going back and forth for months, especially in that Kaiju Warfare match where Ran won the Headhunter title. Grim feels like he's been shafted most of the season in one-on-one title matches. Finally gets his shot here. Grim and his sometimes FCK tag team partner Jay Hellion picked up that win on Storm against Ran and Power Cat, the now former Blitz Division champion. To pick up some momentum, we'll see if that trails on here tonight. Looks like Grim's wearing that homage mask to Vader. Idol to the Hosses. Our first single titles match of the evening. We get set for it here on Real Horror Show next. As we await the intros to our combatants here. We want to thank everyone watching now, watching on the replays later on the on-demand system. If you're not subscribed to the other two members of the Digital Triad, that's High Class Wrestling and Supernova Pro, when we are done, please go do so. Support the tribe. After you're done with that, go check out Barely Alive Productions' new trailer for their movie Batshit. They are helping sponsor this, being the Halloween in, well, the original plan was planned for July, so it is Halloween in August now. If it was anyone but these two, we can make all sorts of jokes about let's get spoopy. But Grim is not a man who looks like he likes to have fun unless the fun involves murder. And that new demeanor of Megaran just wants to come out and hurt everyone in his path. This is not going to be a wrestling match. This is just going to be an all-out brawl. These two big bulls, these hosses, will look to absolutely maim each other. There are no rules. The ref is just out here to count the pinfall or the submission. It does have to take place in the ring, though. Falls Count Anywhere's later tonight. the reigning and defending Headhunter champion, making his way down. I guess he already has made his way down. Teacher, rapper, villain, wrestler, record holder. Man is juggling a rap tour right now, putting out new albums and being a champion simultaneously. Chip Stackworth's not a fan, but you have to at least respect the hustle. From Pittsburgh, weighing in at, I think, 336 tonight. Representing FCK, your challenger, Grim Reaper. In his way is our champion. From Phoenix, by way of Philly. I want to say he's in tonight at 345 or so. I don't have the official stats. He is the Headhunter champion. The second man in the history of the televised era of the Triad to start and finish a chamber-style match. He is Mega Ran. Referee showing that belt to both men. I think that thing looks a little bit more bloody every time it gets brought out. Grim looks ready. Ran looks ready. This big bullfight is a go. Reaper runs in immediately with that overhead belly-to-belly toss. Round kick across the back of Ran. And a big splash to the back. Follows it up with that soccer-style kick quick. Putting all sorts of hooves on the champion. Has a hold of that arm bar. Trying to hyperextend that shoulder joint. Grim out of the gate here real quick tonight. Has Ran up. Greetings from the Black Lodge. Risen won by disqualification because the ref turned around and caught the chair shot. And Ran looking to make a minute rice here. He made it a minute rice rather from Grim. Grim tidings. Into the cover. And Grim just absolutely destroyed Mega Ran. We have minute rice here, and we have a new Headhunter champion. Grim was a man on a mission here. Greetings from the Black Lodge, followed up very quickly by Grim tidings. In the curse of the Headhunter title, and the Sakamoto Omega is the only man who successfully defended it, which is a damn shame. Every member of that class that's held that Headhunter title has lost it in their first defense, including Mega Ran here. Absolute and total squash. And Grim brings the first belt into the FCK fold. We have high class in the feed. Triad is complete here. Grim saying, bring on everyone else. I got something for those asses. So we get set for our co-main event that's not a Rumble. Is Nigel Von Bartleby, the man that won the inaugural Leon White Memorial Battle Royal, that big old Haas fight, to earn this shot against Ray Damonio, the reigning and defending champion. The man who has yet to taste singles defeat. Can Nigel Von Bartleby be the man that figures out the answer for the Kingdom Come, or will that reign of Ray Damonio continue? The longest reign of this season between the Triad. Ray already has a win against Papa Tapatio, so he knows how to deal with guys much, much bigger than him. But Nigel is a whole other beast entirely, especially after winning that Battle Royal. The Blackheart from Blackpool taking on the Demon King. World Championship action. We will find out who will meet the winner of our Horror Show Battle Royal next. And Bake has his money on the champion as we're going right into the action here. Big headbutt from Nigel. Nigel with that overhand shot gets blocked by Demonio. Ray has a whole Pele kick up and over, drops his challenger. Had to jump almost 8 feet in the air there for that kick. Brings Nigel up to a knee. Round kick across the chest. Ties Nigel up, introduces him unceremoniously to the top turnbuckle. And here's his 10 friends. Ray's going to have to use that speed here. Springboards in with the frog splash with the twist. Right on the mustache of Nigel. Pretty sure you hit Nigel in his knees and it's right on the mustache. Off the ropes, in with the elbow drop. Nigel got the knees up. All money being placed on Demonio here. 1993 Heart Punch. Of course, this is Nigel, so it's 1893 Heart Punch. Nigel marches up with the elbow drop to the heart of the champion. Trying to drive all the oxygen out, setting up that big bear hug. Irish whip, ducks the clothesline. Tanahashi takedown from the champion. Demonio off the ropes. Running knee into the neck breaker. Is that one of the wizard variations? Or is that not? He has about 47 specials. Rolling senton off that second rope. Off the ring one more time. Goes for the elbow. Nigel rolls out of the way. Big hip toss. Now with those knuckle crushers. Nigel with that shot one more time gets stopped by the champion. Catches Demonio with that fireman's takedown. Has a hold of the dreadlocks. Snapmares it down. There you go. Not a special, just an occasional member of the repertoire of the GOAT. And Nigel into that camel clutch variation. Demonio slips out the back, picks the ankles. Has a hold of the challenger. Snapmare down. Going to work on those trapezius muscles now, trying to take some of that strength away. Demonio once again in with that knee drop. That might have to become a Demonio special. Into the first cover attempt of this title match. Nigel kicks out at 1.9, almost 2. Or right after 2. Demonio showing some strength with that lifting reverse DDT. Heading up top, showing his old lucha background. Dives down with the brain chop. Even jumping off that top rope, he still almost had to jump up to hit Nigel on the top of the head. Looking for that arcing shot. Nigel stops it with the forearm. Looping shot from Nigel. With the crush again. Trying to drive all the oxygen out of the brain of the champion. Pair lariats. Sends Demonio pillar to post. Runs in. The hip attack. Off those ropes. Diving crossbody. Big old body. Stevie Ray pitching for the party on the Bartleberg. Demonio up and gets planted with that running power slam from Nigel. Demonio fights his way up with the European uppercut. Gets sent up and over that top rope. Fights his way back in. Looked like he was thinking springboard, opted out of it. Sends Nigel's sternum first into the corner. There's that wrist lock, up and down with that triple DDT, the Demonio DDT special. And the champion drops the knee to the back of the challenger's head, rather. Nigel brought back to a vertical base. There's that low kick. Arms butterfly. There's the Kingdom Come. Into the cover, hooks that outside leg. And Daemonia once again emerges victorious from a very game Nigel Von Bartleby. There was the first Demonio special. The Partelberg's going to have to rest down one more night unless Izzy Erect finds a way to win the Battle Royal. And there is that Daemonio DDT special that he has made famous across the Triad. We'll follow that up shortly after with the Kingdom Come, the move that no man this season has kicked out of. One more look at it. And our very game challenger, Nigel Von Bartleby, has faced defeat. And the reign of the Demon King continues. The reign of Ray Daemonia, well over 100 days at this point. Looking to take that reign into next season, which we only have 2 more pay-per-views after tonight. Could very well do it if this continues the way it has been. So we get set for our non-Rumble main event as Misaki taking on the first Woman of Mayhem, Callie Dane, in a Falls Count Anywhere match for that Women's World Championship. Misaki has been looking to get the best of Callie Dane, trying to use some of those sneak attack tactics. Has not proved as fruitful as she might like, as she was forced to tap out twice in that throwout match on Storm. And Dane didn't even need to break out the danger zone. That's a scary thought. Misaki's very game, so I don't know that it's going to be a quick win for Callie, but she has been an absolute destructive force since joining the Church of Mayhem, so I don't know. Misaki looked good in that one night only special from Supernova Pro, trying to become the champion down there. Did come up short against Breeze, Callie Dane's tag team partner. Speaking of Breeze and Callie and their tag team titles, they will be defended this week on Storm, as we're going right into the action one more time. Dane catches Misaki quick with that jawbreaker. Headlock into the shots. Driving those fists across the lower back into the double axe handle set. Dane putting the hooves. Misaki wearing the yellow. Doesn't break it out often. And Dane throwing the absolute pause right now. Looking like she was reading some of the Big Money Matt Lewis books. Misaki rolls away. Japanese arm drag. Drives the knee into the elbow joint. Sends Dane into the ropes. Catches her with that arm drag takedown. Into the first cover of the match. Dane kicks out at 1. The apparent affection of Chip Stackworth. Misaki trying to take those arms away, trying to avoid any submissions from Callie Dane. Heads up to that second rope, dives down with the splash, gets all of it. Mid-range jumper on display here. Misaki first went into the playground, looking for some tools here at the Real Horror Show. Brings in a chair. Chairs are legal here. Callie Dane trying to put a stop to that. Lucha bump in the middle. Misaki with a shot to the guts. Spinning back fist. Follows up with a soul kick low. Runs through with the hip attack. Dane dodges out of the way. Misaki looked like she may have pulled something on the way down. Or was just playing possum. Another arm drag takedown. Dane on the ropes, gets taken out with a lariat. Misaki giving chase. This match can be won on the outside. Ref dumps the chair out. Misaki splits the uprights with a stomp. Misaki's going to have to try to match the aggression of Callie Dane. It looks like she's doing it here. Driving her sternum first into that apron. First cover on the outside. Ref out of position, runs down. Only a 1 count is baked. Looks like he's giving up the Twitter feed, getting ready to come out for that Rumble. Was ineligible for the Beating the Odds Rumble due to that new rule. It's his fault. Is eligible to compete in ours. Misaki with the enziguri off the ground. Looking to throw out that Misaki combo. Those kicks. Follows it up with a big heel kick. Follows it up with a soccer style kick to that lower back of the champion. Misaki low kick. Could be setting up the Yamamoto cutter on the outside. Gets all of it. Into the cover, Misaki. Dane kicks out at 2.5. And the chair could still be brought in. Chairs are legal in a Rumble. Dane trying to pop that shoulder joint out. Has a hold of the arm. Falling arm breaker. Misaki driven face first into that chair. Dane holds on with the Fujiwara. Brings Misaki back to her feet. Has her tied up. Suicide note on the outside. Follows it up with that short leg drop, sister. Delivers an elbow to the top of the paint. Followed up with a chop. Big running knee. The method of mayhem from Brandon Gates. And Misaki out at 2, clean. Didn't look like Dane got the full extension there. Measuring Misaki, waiting for her to get back to her feet. Whips her around. Misaki's tapped out to this move from both Dane and your new women's champion in high class, Val Savage, as of late. And Misaki finds a way to get out of it finally. Has tapped to it immediately almost every time she's been put in it as of late. Has Dane up on the shoulders. Snake eyes on the apron. Into the cover. Only gets a 1 count. Both women just kicking that chair around. Misaki delivering that triad staple elbow trio to the top of the head from the figure 4 neck position. Drops the knee to the face of the women's champion. Crucifix driver on the outside. Does not hold on for the pinfall. Dane with the Irish whip sends Misaki into the barricade. Misaki wisely fell to tumble into it so she wouldn't take the full brunt of this move. Dane sends her face first into the turnbuckle post. Dane with the elbow to the knee. Delivering those shots, does not want to get kicked again. Brings Misaki back to her feet. Has her up. Misaki out the back door, reverse DDT counter. Into the cover, ref there. We got a $2.99 special. We got a chicken wing. Misaki goes for the dropkick. Dane out of the way. Looking for the belly to belly suplex. Misaki sweeps out the back leg. Spinning back fist one more time. Running diving tornado DDT. Putting the boots one more time. Couple more times. Dane up and down. Reverse DDT counter of her own to Misaki. In her cover attempt. Misaki out at 2 one more time. Dane posturing in front of the Finnish announce team. Drops that knee on the face. Yeah, Russian team's not here. Finnish team's here. And Dane remembers there's a chair out there. Misaki rolls out of the way. Wrests control away from Dane. Spins around into that Russian announce table. The empty Russian announce table. Putting more boots to the back. Has Dane up. Dane slips out the back one more time. Belly to back suplex. Almost hits her head on that table. Brings Misaki back up to her feet. Looked like she was going for a lariat. Duck down, faint shot. Suicide note one more time. Misaki fights her way out with a jawbreaker counter. Lariat gets stuffed. Kick low from Dane. Misaki fights back with a shot. There's a low kick. Yamamoto cutter one more time. Into the cover, ref coming around for the corner. And Misaki is your new women's world champion. 2 Yamamoto cutters on the outside. There was the first. Misaki would take 2 suicide note brainbusters. Both women would throw out those reverse DDT counters. Both women would kick out. It would take 2 Yamamoto cutters. These women went counter for counter on the outside. Axton was in the ring for maybe 2 minutes. The entirety of the match was spent outside. I don't know if I'd say this is the upset of upsets. I still think the jabroni effect is still the main upset. But Misaki wins her first belt, and Stackworth, help me out. When's the last time Misaki was a women's champion? But congratulations to the younger sister of the GOAT. 2/3 of the Yamamoto clan are champions as of today. Oh, Misaki's never been a women's champion. Well, chalk up in the record books. Misaki has finally begun her journey to try to match her brother's championship reigns. She'll never do it. As we get set for our main event, the winner of this will go on to meet Ray Damonio at our next, well, not our next one, our next one's Dilly Dilly, at our main showcase pay-per-view of the year. Well, Breeze has just been kind of floating around everywhere this season, so I mean, she started off in high class, but she really found her stride in Supernova. Obviously, it's where she won her first solo title. It's been doing damn good for us, so as we look at the field here, Project Mayhem's got 3 members. El Hijo de Trueno making his return. The Jabroni Effect trying to look to do something here. Evan Richards apparently found a way to sneak his way in. Is Iceman starting things off with Big Papa Tapatio. Iceman not in the blue pants. Wants to actually win for the day. Going right after the Haas of the Spice Rack. Big Papa says nope. And then the disrespectful slap to the Giant. Throwing the shots. Iceman trying to look for the quick elimination. Big Papa showing some of that lucha style agility. Gets brought back into that DDT counter. I guess that wasn't quite a counter. I just mentioned the return of the Son of Thunder, El Hijo del Trueno, and he is number 3 out. Throws that Macho Man style knee to the back of the Iceman as Big Papa finds a way to back in one more time. Big Papa fights the way out of the vertical. Has El Hijo up, drops him with the big power bomb, delivers the elbow follow-up. Iceman pulls himself out of the corner, gets caught immediately by Big Papa Tapatio. It's TZ Valentine making his way down, trying to look to not be thrown out in 2 seconds. And Iceman's never won a Rumble. We'll be starting from the number 1 position. Sweet and sour suplex, drops TZ Valentine. Start his death clock. El Hijo thrown into the corner by Big Papa, thrown in the corner by El Hijo. And Valentine with that spinning neck breaker onto the Iceman. A Champagne Dane who looked very good in the Beat of the Odds Battle Royal today. Iceman not going to win another Rumble, taken out by Valentine. Champagne Dane taken down by Valentine. Follows it up with a running knee. Beal toss by Champagne. Is the big lavish, putting all the paws on TZ Valentine with the first elimination here. In the Rumble Beast, Drew number 6. Looking to survive 24 rather, other men. Can he do it? El Hijo with the big head scissor takedown onto Big Papa DiPatio. With the wrist lock. Up and down with the Lucha arm drag. Bake spins Big Papa around, delivers that chop block to the back of the knee. Looks like the Steel City Chariot did get left in the back. And the Shote palm strike from El Hijo. Pushed away by Bake. Bake caught the Enziguri. As DJ 404 making his way down the strong style sleaze bag. Bake has 3 Rumbles. I didn't know he had 3. Gets caught with that running penalty style kick from El Hijo. Taking a page out of 404's book. Bake has won back-to-back, beating the odds battle royals, looking to win our first horror show battle royal, getting caught with those 404 kicks. As Jabroni looking to make the upset one more time. Bake caught with another kick on the outside of the ear. If Jabroni wins this, do we riot? Do we party? What do we do if Jabroni wins again? Is that over-the-shoulder backbreaker to El Hijo. Fat guy super kick on 404. El Hijo skims the cat. Big Papa with the lucha bump down. El Hijo has been eliminated. Bake has a hold of 404. Dane drops Big Papa. Then goes immediately to help Bake dump out the DJ. Super kick to Jeremy Jabroni. 404 holds on. As Grim Reaper looking to add one more title shot. The new Headhunter champion. Turns his attention to Jeremy Jabroni immediately. Delivers those elbows to the kidneys. Oh, we're going back to the party break if Jabroni wins. I like it. And Jabroni's out. No party on the party break. Unless Izzy wins. Grim goes and meet after Dane Sanders now. Grim still focusing on eliminating DJ 404. Hammerlock Lariat drops Big Papa DiPatio. Dane looking to clothesline Reaper out. Reaper fighting back. Has his arm straitjacketed. Into the powerbomb. Big Papa drops TZ Valentine. What does the TZ stand for besides total zero? Dropkick to the knee of Bake. Grim catches the kick from Dane, tripped out the back. Kitchen sink knee stuns Bake one more time. TZ sent into that corner by Big Papa, who then throws him out unceremoniously. As I said in our opening battle royal, tomorrow we will go through and list everyone who started and eliminated. Is one half of Adrenaline Underground making his way down. Chris Cash is here. Final cut style elbow drop. Drops Grim Reaper. Big Papa with 2 quick eliminations. Dumps out Champagne Dane. Cash's kick caught by Bake. Big Papa now with 2 eliminations. Held up by 404. Kick down low. Bake still has the record for eliminations with 7. And Cash has only ever been in one other Rumble, I'm guessing with no wins. Drops Big Pop with the neck breaker as the mentor and the main minister of mayhem, Dante Ripley, drew number 30 and beating the odds, number 11 here. Bake looking to dump out Chris Cash. Ripley and Grim tying it up. That's a solo match I'd like to see. Grim says no thanks to that. Cravat into the neck breaker. 404 dumped out by Big Papa with his third elimination. Headbutt to the back of the head of Grim. Ripley grabs a hold of Big Papa, drops him with the Bulldog. Curse Ramon, Grim's tag team partner in FCK, drew number 12. Standing Insecurity drops Bake, who gets booted immediately by Ramon. Ramon has Bake up on the shoulders. Big Papa looking to dump out Dante Ripley. Bake trying to hold on. Bake is out. Grim almost dumped out by Chris Cash. There's our first Munchkin Lane DDT of the night. And the inaugural Headhunter World Champion, Sakamoto Omega, making his way down. Gets ran in immediately. The Baker DDT on a Sakamoto Omega from Curse Ramon. And Ripley eliminates Big Papa. No new record book for him. Curse Ramon looking to eliminate his own tag team partner in Grim Reaper. There's a super kick to Chris Cash by Sakamoto Omega. All sorts of things happening. I'm not catching all of it. And Omega eliminates Dante Ripley. Big discus forearm drops Ramon. Grim putting the boots to Chris Cash. Omega has Curse Ramon up, drops him with that neck breaker. Gets caught with the back elbow by Chris Cash. There's a super kick in retribution. Cash immediately turns his attentions back to Grim. Looking to eliminate the Big Hoss. Speaking of Hosses, one half of the Wild Stallions, Buck Wild, making his way down tonight. Buck runs in with the drop kick, 275, wrestles like he's 175. Big shot across the chest to Curse Ramon from Grim. Grim drops Buck with that layout reverse DDT. And then the Iron Claw Slam from the ground, showing all sorts of strength. Drops the pendulum elbow. It's one half of the Hosses of Mayhem, Phoenix Vega, very upset after getting disqualified tonight. Goes after Grim Reaper, drops with the Bulldog. Omega with a kick low on the Phoenix Vega. Basement drop kick, drops him into the corner. Vega catches the kick. Has a hold of Omega. Plants him with the choke slam. Brings Omega back to his feet. Only to drop him again with the choke bomb. Grim catches Buck with a jawbreaker. Is the young rookie DP making his way down. DP has also never been in a Rumble. And a elevator to Sakamoto Omega. Sweet and sour suplex to Curse Ramon from Chris Cash. And then a jumping pop-up Rana from Buck Wild to the Grim Reaper. DP looking to dump out Chris Cash. Sakamoto Omega trying to eliminate Phoenix Vega. Grim fights his way back in from Buck, who has another head scissor takedown in mind for Grim. Looking for the belly-to-belly suplex, gets stuffed. We are past the halfway point as Jalapeno representing the Spice Rack. Standing switch from Chris Cash on a DP. DP dumped out by one half of Adrenaline Underground. Spinning back fist to Curse Ramon. Grim trying to hold on from Buck Wild. And Jalapeno dumped out almost immediately by Sakamoto Omega. Grim sent in that corner one more time. Shot to the back from Buck Wild. And there's a tombstone to Curse Ramon from Sakamoto Omega. Buck Wild with a set of spinning back fist, beating the bricks off of Grim right now. Phoenix Vega gets stuffed with a rising knee by Curse Your Moan. It was pretty damn close. I mean, Dave got dumped out pretty quick earlier tonight. Omega put on that top rope by Chris Cash. And then eliminated Cash, I think, with his first elimination, then caught immediately in the back by Phoenix Vega. And then Curse Your Remote dumped out simultaneously with Chris Cash. FCK Alliances are gone for the night with a title shot at stake. And the final boss at number 18, Hugo Lazarus. That sheer drop brainbuster from Buck Wild on the Grim Reaper. And then a spinebuster to Phoenix Vega. Vega hitting everything that moves right now. Has Lazarus up. Sick jackknife powerbomb. Phoenix Vega on another level right now. Throwing shots to everything. Saying whoever's up first is getting something bad. Lazarus up first as we get set for the entrant of Oscar La Vista. Lazarus has a hold of Vega, trying to tie him up in those ropes. Vega fighting back with the elbows. Running Bulldog drops Buck Wild from Oscar La Vista. Mongolian chop to the final boss. Fights back with a rising knee. Buck slips out the back door. There's a brain chop. And then a throat chop to Grim Reaper. Lazarus throwing bombs right now, trying to eliminate the new Headhunter champion. As La Vista dropped to the rising knockout knee from Buck Wild. Spinning heel kick drops La Vista. Grim fighting back from Hugo Lazarus. Lazarus going after Phoenix Vega. Grim going after Buck. La Vista trying not to die here. That looked like a kick to the dick. And Buck's older brother Burke making his way down at number 20, 2/3 of the way through the field. Vega has a hold of Grim. Military press style elimination. The Headhunter champion is out. Lazarus out on the not Lazarus. La Vista out on the outside. Lazarus caught by Phoenix Vega. Another jackknife bomb. Vega attentions to Buck Wild. Elimination. Vega has like, I think 3 eliminations now, maybe 4. Vega trying to set the new record here as Evan Myers making his way down. Evan Palooza here as Vega dropped to the throat chop. Myers caught by the final boss. Final boss has him up, gory style neck breaker. Vega's clothesline ducked by Oscar La Vista. Vega has 4 eliminations to this point. Running power slam to Oscar La Vista. As no gimmicks needed, Steve the Samurai making his way down at 22. Steve trying to eliminate Phoenix Vega. Vega fighting his way back in. Does not want to be dumped by Steve. I miss Buck getting eliminated. This is the second half of Hosses of Mayhem. The man who threw that chair shot that ruined their tag team titles. Amadeus Keith in here. Hello, Tony. Welcome to the feed. We're just in time for our main event. Lazarus throws La Vista off the ropes, gets his lariat ducked. Brick trying to eliminate Evan Myers. Myers fighting back with the elbows. Vega looking to eliminate Oscar La Vista finally. La Vista fights off the ropes. As Murphy Law making his way in. Grimm has a hold. Not Grimm. Grimm's gone. Burke with that choke shot. There's a flatliner to Steve. And Vega dumped by Oscar La Vista. There's the upset of the night. Keith looking to eliminate the final boss. Murphy Law ducks out of the powerbomb by Steve. Ducks the Enziguri as well. The two Irishmen going to town now. Evan Myers with the power slam to Murphy Law. Amadeus Keith, clotheslined out by final boss, fights his way back in. Catches him with that pop-up neck breaker. Big chop across the back to Steve. The Canadians beating the bricks off each other. Murphy Law with the shots to the back of Evan Myers. Law looking for his first elimination. Lazarus slips out the back door. Front drop kick. Burke very seldomly leaves his feet. Big uppercut to Amadeus Keith. Grabs a hold. Gut wrench bomb to Evan Myers from Evan Myers. Evan Palooza continuing here. Evan Richards making his way down. And Murphy Law with those Irish curse backbreakers to Burke Wild. Lazarus trying to eliminate Oscar La Vista. Fights his way back in with the right hand. And Law dumped over the top by Myers, fighting his way back in. Wrong Evan, that was Richards, not Myers. Evan Richards, the newly married Evan Richards, ties up Oscar La Vista with the elimination. Evan Myers tossed out immediately after by Murphy Law. Evan Richards is trashing rumbles, but he's gotten elimination here. Grabbed up by Burke Wild. Burke has Richards up. And then power slammed out immediately, flipping neckbreaker right afterwards. Lazarus has his attention set on Steve the Samurai now. Has him up on the top rope. Keith putting the paws on Murphy Law. Law fighting his way off. Spinning back fist by Amadeus Keith. Law with the pop-up Shoryuken. And Steve dumped out by the final boss. Law ducks the clothesline, sleeper slam. To Amadeus Keith. Is Lazarus and Burke tying it up one more time. I don't even have track of how many eliminations everyone has. Law eliminates Amadeus Keith. That's at least 2 for Murphy Law. Law putting the paws on Burke now. And he gets caught immediately by Lazarus. Up on the shoulders. And the fallout neckbreaker. Big running lariat from Burke, drops Murphy Law. And then into the neckbreaker from Hugo Lazarus onto that knee pad. Possibly a knee pad, I don't know. Can you put knee pads on the dress slacks? As the War God, Ku, finding his way into the Battle Royal. Burke fights off Lazarus with the shoulder block. As Lazarus up. Gives up. Burke apparently wants a piece of the War God. War God happy to oblige. Lazarus ties up Murphy Law, goes for that Mongolian chop, gets caught with the spinning back fist instead. Law throwing back fist to everybody, catches the War God. 2 shoulders to the kidneys. As Jordan Alexander comes out at the winningest number in Rumble's history across most wrestling platforms. One half of the Hollywood Heroes here. I'm not sure who gave him an invitation, but And Alexander looking to eliminate Murphy Law as the War God goes into town on Hugo Lazarus. Law fighting off the shoulder of Alexander. Fighting off with the quick snap suplex. And things are about to get a lot more interesting. Fergal Flynn. The angriest Irishman ever. I don't even think he was supposed to be here. I think he just kind of showed up and said he's fighting somebody. Gets caught that pop-up neckbreaker from the final boss. Fergal Flynn in there with Ku the War God. These two have a history. Ku gets caught that gory neckbreaker, though, by the final boss. As the former Headhunter champion, making his way down at 29, Mega Ran. Man who lost for Minute Rice. Maybe intentionally took that L so he could get more prep for tonight. And another pop-up Shoryuken by Law is the final boss catching some power bombs from the War God. Ran up on the shoulders. Gets tossed off that second rope by a German by the War God. And Law dumped out by Burke. Alexander, the smallest man in the ring right now. The last man in, that egotistical Canadian bastard, Chase San Louis. Fergal ducks the super kick, delivering a sick headbutt. And the War God out by Mega Ran. Flynn has Burke up. Drops him with the power bomb. And Chase trying to eliminate the War God. And does. Ran has Chase San Louis. Burke and Fergal going to town on each other now. Burke has Fergal up on the shoulders. Chase fighting his way back in. And then a headbutt shoulder drop from Jordan drops both Chase and Mega Ran. Knee followed up by a set of kicks. Drops Chase. And then a choke slam from Burke onto Fergal. Ran throwing the paws on Chase. Jordan caught by Burke. And then eliminated by Jordan. There you go, number 30, not so lucky. Chase putting the paws though on Mega Ran. Fights back with the headbutt. Ran kicks Chase down low, ties him up in those ropes. Chase wisely does not let his momentum keep him on, falls to a knee. Short European uppercut by Mega Ran. Runs into a shot to the guts, stops Mongolian chop. Super kick once again, stopped by Fergal. Gets caught some elbows by Jordan though. Fergal beating the bricks off Jordan Alexander. Chase San Louis has a hold of Mega Ran, ties him up in the corner. And was that just a Doombringer I missed? Big overhead belly to Jordan Alexander from Fergal Flynn. Ran has Chase San Louis up, drops him with the military press. And a lariat dumps out Jordan Alexander. We're down to 3. Can the Irish make it 2-0 tonight? Fergal Flynn caught with some elbows and some boots from Mega Ran. Fergal fighting back. Has a hold of the arm, Russian leg sweep. As Ran up on the shoulders, Ran slips out the back, reverse DDT counter. Chase back to his feet. Ran with the double leg takedown, putting the paws all over Chase. Chase sent into those ropes. Lucha bump in the middle. Chase sent into the corner for Mega Ran. Mega Ran throwing the paws. Chase swats it away. Low super kick. Spinning back kick caught by Ran. Kick very low. Ran with the neck breaker. Spins it around, lets it go, roaring elbow. Fergal saying, elbows are my thing, asshole. Russian leg sweep. Brings Rand back to his feet. Rand catches him with the fireman's takedown. Overhand shot stopped. Fergal throwing the paws all over Mega Ran right now. Chase biding his time on the apron. Fergal with a reverse DDT on Mega Ran. Fergal waiting for Chase to get to his feet. Grabs a hold. Delivering those signature Fergal Flynn headbutts. Absolutely rocks Chase and then runs through Mega Ran. Chase looks like he was busted open off those headbutts. Rand swatting off the shot from Fergal. Drops him with that throat thrust chop. Chase brought to his feet by Mega Ran. The now former Headhunter champion. Eliminates Chase. No number 30 winner here tonight. As we are down to some hosses. Rand trying to look to get redemption for dropping that belt in minute race tonight. Fergal trying to make it a perfect sweep and rumbles for the Irish. Rand has a hold of Fergal, has him up, fully charged Mega Buster. Big shot stopped. Flynn with the shot to the gut low. Rand with the rising knee. Arm drag takedown from Fergal Flynn. Sends Rand into the corner. Very Irish whip. And then Flynn with the elimination. Flynn making it a 2-0 on Battle Royals for the Irish tonight. Is going on to take on our champion. Flynn caught quite a beating that I'm honestly surprised. Ducked it, 2 super kicks. Took a fully charged Mega Buster. Has Flynn won a Battle Royal? Or is this his first too? It's Fergal Flynn making his surprise showing here tonight. Wins our first Battle Royal, and that's going to do it for us here. And Flynn with his first Rumble win. So for all the winners and losers, for our 2 new champions tonight in Dougal Devlin and Misaki, and for Fergal Flynn, I have been your voice of choice, DrMarxout, signing off. We'll see you later this week when we come back to you with Storm and Remedy. Have a good night.